A Triumph of Surgery, and A Thief's Story. Now, MCQs, they form a very important part of your question paper. So that is why I've included MCQs for your preparation. Now, before taking this test, what you have to do, you have to revise the chapter A Triumph of Surgery from this video and A Thief's Story from this video. Now, A Thief's Story, it is in part 1 and part 2, 25 important questions. So, this chapter Thief's Story, I have explained it in the form of questions. Whereas Triumph of Surgery, I have given line by line explanation. So, ये चैप्टर्स दोनों पहले इन वीडियोस को देख के after that I suggest that you come and take this test. Obviously, I'll be giving the answers in the end, and to check your performance there is also great review. So let's get started. So before that, you also need to solve this MCQ test from the chapter A Letter to God and the poem Fire and Ice. So these are the questions. I have given 50 questions from these two chapters. I'll be reading the questions, but I won't be reading the options. Dr. Harriet was shocked to see Tricky because why has Mrs. Pumphrey been giving a little extras to Tricky? So you can pause and read the options and take a sheet, write down 1 to 50 on that sheet, write down the numbers, and against each number write the correct answers so that you can check your answers in the end. Now, third and fourth question. According to Dr. Harriet, what was Tricky's only fault? Fourth, who was Hodgkin? Fifth, Hodgkin was suffering from. Sixth, why did Dr. Harriet ask Mrs. Pumphrey to harden her heart? Seventh, what new regime was needed for Tricky? Eighth, what expected call came to Dr. Harriet? Ninth, what plans had Dr. Harriet made in advance? 10th, what suggestion was given by Dr. Harriet to Mrs. Pumphrey? 11th, why did the other dogs ignore Tricky? 12th, who was Tristan? 13th, what were the dogs aware of during feeding time? 14th, an extra bowl was kept for Tricky because. 15th, what was Tricky's line of treatment? 16th, wine was sent by Mrs. Pumphrey. 17th, the days of deep content of the author involved. Next, the theme of the story, A Triumph for Surgery, is. 19th, when Hari Singh met Anil, he was dash years old. 20th, to Hari Singh, Anil seemed to be 21. Hari Singh wanted to win Anil's confidence because. 22nd, Hari Singh didn't tell his true name to Anil because. Next one, I can cook, I lied again. Why did Hari Singh lie again? 24th, Anil told Hari Singh that he would teach him to. Now, next, 25th, usually making a profit of about a rupee a day. How was Hari Singh making this profit every day? 26th, Anil made money by fits and starts. It means. 27th, what did Anil do for a living? 28th, one evening Anil came home with. Next one, had not done anything in my line of work. What line of work is Hari Singh talking about? 30th, Hari Singh calls Anil the most trusting person he had ever met because. Next, Hari Singh confessed that it was so difficult to rob him because. 32nd, for what reasons did Hari Singh decide to rob Anil? 33, what was Hari Singh's plan after stealing the money? 34, how much money did Hari Singh steal? 35, which train did he decide to take? 36, what did Hari Singh mean by I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two? 37, where did he want to go after stealing the money? 38th, at the station Hari Singh didn't buy a ticket because. 39th, Hari Singh didn't have any friends as. 40th, according to Hari Singh, Anil would be sad when he'll come to know about the theft because. 41, according to Hari Singh, after being robbed, the greedy man showed dash, rich man showed dash, and the poor man showed dash. Now, 42nd, what had Hari Singh forgotten about in the excitement of the theft? So you have to choose out of these. 43rd, according to Hari Singh, what would be the reaction of Anil if he finds out about the theft? 44. On what condition did Anil agree to take Hari Singh along with him? Next, 45. What was Hari Singh's daily routine? Next, what did Dr. Harriet do when he saw Tricky in the street? 47th. What was Anil doing when Hari Singh met him for the first time? Next, what did Hari Singh do every month? 49. Dr. Harriet was tempted to. And last question, where did Anil live? So these are the 50 questions. In case you are able to solve all these questions with correct answers, you are thoroughly prepared with the chapters. But now, have a look at the answers. So whatever answers you have written, match the answers. These are the first 10 answers, so take your time and match the answers. Next 10, you can pause here and then check your answers. Next 10, 31 to 40, 41 to 50. Now before leaving, check your performance. Go to the next slide. I've given a grade review chart and from there you can check your performance. So this is the grade review chart in case you fall in this category A. So your preparation is thorough. Keep it up. Thumbs up to you. In case you fall in the category B, so it's a good score, but reading between lines is recommended. Go beyond the literal meanings, understand the theme, message, etc. In the third category, it is a fair preparation, but you deserve better. In-depth revision is your requirement. Watch the videos and test yourself again. In case you fall in category D, so change in methodology is required for you. Revisiting the videos and watching them with complete concentration would be a good idea for you. Now, why I have not included below category D, that is below 60%, because in MCQs, I would not want any of you to score below 60%. So it should be above 60%. That should be your target. Actually, all of you should fall in this category, category 1. So watch the videos, prepare thoroughly, and happy watching.